Hey, this is P.MATT of Memphis Metro Church. And man, are we delighted to be able to come to you this evening, excited about the opportunity to talk to you during this midweek encounter. I have with us one of our leaders, our servant leaders. She's also my niece, of which I am very proud. Brianna Michelle Ridgle.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for joining me, kid.
Thanks for having me, Uncle.
Appreciate it. Brianna has been influential in our church, helped with our young adult ministry, and helps with whatever we really ask her to do. She's kind of a catch-all. And we're approaching this capacity conference in about a week or so, a little bit more than a week.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it. And so you've been around essentially for the whole 10 years of Memphis Metro Church.
10 years.
Right.
Wow.
And you're 24.
Yes, I am.
I know she looks like a little girl, but she's 24. And since you've been around that length of time, you were kind of shaped under this ministry. I just kind of want to get some sense from you about what kind of expectation you have going into the conference, and then we'll talk a little bit about the history under Memphis Metro, just kind of how you feel like you've grown as a person, as an individual, and that kind of thing.
Okay, so as far as the conference, I'm really excited to see and hear from you and the other pastors as far as reaching, not necessarily me, myself, but my full capacity, in a sense, because like you said, being under the ministry thus far, like Auntie always says, I feel like I've grown a lot. And just for you to talk about the capacity and having the capacity conference, I can't wait to see what else is developed when it comes to that. So you ventured out and done some stuff recently, starting your own organization, and I'd like to think that your capacity has been tested as a result of being under the ministry, and you were willing to test the waters and get out there and do what you're doing now. Talk a little bit about Sisters of Brie and how your capacity has been stretched because of that. Definitely. So I have been talking about starting an organization since I got out of high school. I discussed the plans with a lot of my mentors and people that I seek guidance from. So to be able to actually step out on faith and accomplish this goal, to provide a safe space for girls ages 13 to 25 or 30, to where they can talk about their mental health. And I always let them know that it's faith-based. So my foundation is God, and pulling that from, the growth of this ministry had a lot of influence with everything going on. And I just know that I haven't reached my full capacity, and I feel like the conference is just gonna ignite that even more. So, yeah.
Look at that, ignite that. That's really good. So, with regard to some of what you have done, you recently have had events, and you've had how many participate in that?
So for the first event that we had, I had a Sisters of Brie brunch, just so that all the girls could come and fellowship and see healthy relationships for girls within the community. We had about 15 to 16 participate, and that was my capacity at the moment. But for the next one, I have about 30 girls that are coming. So
that's really, really good.
I'm excited.
And so you see yourself being influential and stretching in terms of your personal growth and development. As you've listened to messages on capacity, what's been some of the things that have stuck with you?
Well, I think in terms of capacity from the messages, all the messages that you've talked about so far have a lot to do with capacity. So like the most recent one with you talking about changing your mind, I feel like that has a lot to do with the capacity, because at first I'm just like, okay, maybe I can't do as much as I want to do. But with how you always compare the capacity of the amount of people that are able to fill the church, I always think, okay, well, I'm not at my highest capacity. So I'm always thinking your capacity is not reached. Your full potential has not been, accomplished just yet. So as far as capacity goes, any message as far as capacity has been a big influence in what I'm trying to do for the community.
That's really good. So as a young adult, somebody still in their 20s, working their way through, you're almost at that midpoint of your 20s. which makes me feel really old. But watching yourself develop and grow, what would you suggest that if a young adult wanted to register, wanted to participate, what kinds of things should they come expecting? What should they be anticipating or looking for in this setting that we're going into for conference?
I think that they should be expecting to face some things that probably they didn't know that they had in them just yet. I think being in that environment with people surrounding them that can see the potential in them, I think they should expect to have a different mindset as far as coming in, and I think it'll really be beneficial to people my age especially, who have goals, who have dreams, and who really seek, having a foundation in God, and just, I don't know how to put it. I'm really excited about it, so it's just like, you got to come to see.
That's a good thing. That's a good way to put it. And so some of what we're suggesting is that over the next few days, you have opportunity to get in there and register and be a part of the Capacity Conference. We are celebrating 10 years of Memphis Metro Church. It's something to really be excited about for us, but for those of you that perhaps haven't been exposed to the ministry before, you are going to witness a spectacle. This is going to be something extraordinary. And so I would encourage you, take time and go to the website, memphismetro.tv. I'm going to do like old person, www. Who does that? www.memphismetro.tv. And register today. It will be of tremendous benefit. Now look, we want you to get in where you fit in. This is supposed to be kind of a limited numbers for leaders and entrepreneurs. And here my niece is spreading her wings as a social entrepreneur, getting out there, working her part of the vineyard, helping young women. Her capacity has been stretched. And so we want to, I'll use the word you use, ignite some of the vision in you and help you see the capacity of it. If you get in an elevator, the truth of the matter is there is a sign in the elevator that is there by law to help you understand how much weight can actually fit within the context of the elevator. And so some of us, we're trying to take the ride up, but we've got more room for more weight to go up with us. You've got the capacity to change your perspective and your outlook on your life. And I'm particularly talking to our young people, for you to take an opportunity to invest in yourself. Watch this. $20. That's it. You spend that on makeup.
Food.
You spend that on 2 meals. Starbucks twice and it's gone. Planet Fitness, 2 months. You ain't using the membership right now anyway, are you? If you are, throw it in. And throw in an extra 20 and be a part of this. You will get a workout in your perspective, in your outlook, and it will strengthen your capacity. Now look, I want to tell you this, I'm giving you this tonight for free. This is free. And so my niece always says that I say stuff like heavy stuff. This might be a little heavy. So, but the things that you are going through right now, you are being tested in order for your strength that's coming upon you now to prepare you for what's in the next season. The strength that you have right now isn't adequate for where you're going. So you got to go through some things. And where you are right now very much has the opportunity to help you get strength for the next season. And so what's happening now may not be the thing that's happening next. You want to get ready for what's next. Capacity Conference will help you get ready for what is next. Some of us want to start the year off right. Well, you really got to start working on that in October, November, and December. That's how you get your capacity ready. And so we're doing this right here near the end of the year so you can be ready to take off in January for the next version of who you're supposed to be. We're going to collaborate with you in order for you to reach your full capacity. Catch up with your capacity so you can live up to your potential. I appreciate you joining us tonight for the Midweek Encounter. Register. MemphisMetro.tv. I want to thank my niece. She's always insightful. She's 24, but she's really like 40. She's got an old soul, but she's mature and wise and a real reflection of our family, and part of our legacy of our family. And so we appreciate her joining us tonight. I want you to register tonight. This is P.MATT at Memphis Metro. I want to encourage you, November 5th and 6th for the Capacity Conference. November 5th, that's a Saturday. Then November 6th, we're going to close with a celebration service, ordination service of Minister Renee Lee. Is going to be an extraordinary time. P.MATT, Memphis Metro with Brianna. We are